as I discussed last class, there are three major principles to geopolitics. And once you master an understanding of these three principles, then you will see the world much more clearly, okay? The first idea is that the competition within states is greater than the competition between or amongst the states, okay? And this is the idea of elite overproduction. So the historian Peter Turchin, he looked at the fall of the Roman Republic, the French Revolution. He looked at many seminal events in human history. And he discovered that what drives crisis is the fact that you have too many elite competing for limited positions of status and power. Okay, and that's what drives a lot of conflict within the nation state. Another way of framing this is that the conflict in states is not between rich and poor, but between the have a lot and have some but want more, okay? So usually between the upper nobility and the lower nobility. And we see this throughout human history. So next class we will discuss the Rome, okay? And we'll discuss that, and we will understand that a lot of conflict was between the upper nobility and the lower nobility. So Julius Caesar did what he did because he was of the lower nobility and was trying to reach the upper nobility, okay? So this is the first principle that you need to understand, that what drives a lot of conflict is elite overproduction, okay? That's number one. Number two is the elite has no loyalty. Okay? This is really important principle to understand. The elite don't have loyalty to their people or to their state or even to their families. They will do whatever is necessary for them to accumulate power. Okay? And this idea of Game of Thrones, right? So I'm not sure if you've seen the television show or read the book series Game of Thrones. But the world is Game of Thrones. And these people who love power, they will kill their parents, they will kill their brothers, they will kill their own children in order to amass power for themselves. Okay? So the Game of Thrones is a very nasty affair. The third thing is that war is often about maintaining that status quo, okay, or the idea of equilibrium. If you look at World War I, tens of millions of people died, okay? And you cannot possibly understand what happened, or you have problems explaining what happened because the military strategy in World War I was so idiotic, right? You just threw millions of people at each other. But if you understood that war is really about maintaining the status quo, that maybe you have excess population of males, and if you don't get rid of them, then they will engage in violent revolution, okay? You understand that war is really about maintaining the status quo, then World War I makes a lot more sense. Okay? So these are three major ideas that I want you to understand. And once you understand these three ideas, it's a lot easier for you to understand the movement of history. Okay? So